Coming to you live from Northern California, sunny Northern California, man. We are back and we couldn't be more excited. We got plenty to talk about. You are listening to the MisippBros. Big Bro and Sip here on YouTube, knocking it down, getting it done, finally getting back on camera. Dude, it's been a whirlwind, man. What the hell are you up to, little bro?
Well, currently, I had to do a cast. There's just so much going on in the sports world. Some stuff I've never seen before. We'll get to that, whether it's individual achievements or team. Lots of individual achievements. An NBA tournament that we've never seen before with play-in games. Going to talk a lot about that. That was a great basketball game that was played last night. But life's been busy. I always want to have more time for this. And Chooch, the world wants to know, where are you in the world currently?
Man, dude. Well, I am in. Let's take a look, man. Let's take a look. See,
I got some of that good California Wi-Fi, not that island Wi-Fi.
Welcome to Mill Valley, California, baby. Bring it on.
Those that don't know, Mill Valley is a gorgeous, gorgeous location just north of San Francisco. Do you get there via the Golden Gate Bridge? No.
Yes.
It is the Golden Gate?
Yes, the Golden Gate Bridge, man, is where it's it's about a 20-minute ride into San Francisco. I'm doing some coaching in the city, doing some senior league coaching, man. So 14 to 16 high school kids, and decided to perch up, dude, for a couple weeks while I go in and out of the city. Because, I used to live in the city for like 5 years, man. And it's great and everything, but I kind of like being a little bit off the city now as opposed to in the suck, as they like to say, dude.
Yeah, living in the city was a transformative time in your life.
Oh,
Definitely.
Dude, big time. Huge, man. I always love that city by the bay, dude. Always, man. It's got a big place in my heart, man. Definitely.
San Francisco's got a lot to offer people still in the Bay Area. People that know it well, like you came to know. Lots of great restaurants, I pray. Lots of cool neighborhoods, of course, but without being overly negative, I have a hard time recommending San Francisco as a destination city for a lot of my friends. If friends of mine from the East Coast or around the world want to come out to the West Coast, let's just say I think we can agree on this. I think me and you are going to take them along the coast a little more, like north, maybe south. But not dead center San Francisco. Let's go explore Tahoe. Let's go explore some mountains. Let's go explore the valleys. San Francisco's seen better days. I sure hope they clean it up.
Dude, San Francisco will always evolve. It'll get better. It gets worse. It gets better. There's still beautiful parts of San Francisco, man. Most definitely. Yeah. Is it struggling right now? Yeah. On the streets and everything is tough, dude. Really tough. I get it, man. But man, there's it's a freaking world-class city. I don't care what anyone says, dude. So yeah. Anyways, man. Hey, dude, Dubs game last night, dude. I got on the ticker down there, man. Dubs dropped the ball. I am sick of seeing.
Have you ever seen such a slippery basketball? I was calling it out the whole game. I was like, why can't they secure a loose ball?
Dude, just grab the ball.
DDP,
man. DDP, dude. Grab the ball. Dude, come on, man. It was driving me crazy last night with all the off the fingers, out of bounds, and also, man, the turnovers, dude.
Wow. I mean, if I boiled the game down to one ingredient, 14 second half turnovers is that ingredient.
Yes.
That's what I think it comes down to.
Yep.
It was a tale of two halves, and it's not like the Lakers erupted or anything. The Warriors kind of fell apart with the ball handling. I mean, everyone, Curry included, they all had the greasy mittens last night. They all had the butterfingers.
20 turnovers.
20 turnovers overall, 14 in the second half.
Yes.
That's more than they had points for a lead, and I can only imagine the points off of turnovers equaled, 13.
Oh, well, it doesn't. I mean, when you turn the ball over 20 times, dude. See, this is the thing, man. The Warriors played this type of ball, right? Back in when they were knocking it down, man, winning championships on their run. But they had more stars. You can't do that with just Steph and Dre. You had freaking Klay Thompson, you had Livingston, you had Barbosa, you had all these guys, dude, that could fill in. The Warriors don't have that with this crew. So you can't turn the ball over that many times and expect to win the game.
I was looking for Klay Thompson.
Gave up 29 points.
29 points off 20 turnovers. Thank you, T. McBride, my buddy, hanging with me here in Mill Valley.
I was looking for Klay Thompson to emerge out of a hibernation or off the bench because, man, we could use some spacing last night. Stephen Curry, what he has done with double teams, triple teams, and these aren't just send all your guards at him. These are send Andre Drummond and Anthony Davis and LeBron and guys with length at him. I mean, it's just crazy to see that guy still somehow score 30-plus points. One tweet I saw yesterday from a Shea Serrano, put Steph Curry in a straitjacket, in a coffin, in a closet, and then fill it with cement, and he's still going to somehow score 35.
Seriously, dude. I mean, he is a absolute freaking it's a pleasure to watch him, dude.
That's the exact word I was going to use. Pleasure.
It's a pleasure to watch him, dude. And it doesn't go unappreciated here in the Bay, dude. But sometimes I think it does, man, because, I mean, this guy, we are not going to see this again around here. A guy that can do what he does. And his off-ball movement, my God, you just don't see that in the NBA, dude. The guy's conditioning and work ethic is above he is above everyone. There is nobody that works harder than him.
He's a B+ athlete with A+ endurance.
Yes,
I've always said about Stephen Wardell Curry. Yep. He is I was just thinking of the days, man. It would be Steph and Klay running around like Fly to the Bees, right? And they never stop. They never stop off the ball. They don't.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, man, Kevin Durant too. That really was unfair.
Oh, I forgot about Kevin Durant. Jeez, that's kind of odd, man. How could I forget about KD? You know why? Because KD really didn't want to be here after a while. That's why.
All good. But let me ask the world. Let me ask the listeners. Are you guys ready for eye patch LeBron?
Draymond, dude. I love Draymond for his intensity. I love him for his. No, you are not dunking on me, dude.
I can't see, bro.
Yeah, because you got a Draymond finger in your eye, dude. That's why.
Hey, that was a clean play, but not a clean play, but it wasn't a flagrant. The refs.
It was not a flagrant. Come on, dude. The guy, he just tried to put his hands up. He didn't like go into his face on purpose. He just put his hands up, and and LeBron likes. We know LeBron likes to cry, dude. He likes to say. I mean, what he did, dude. And my buddy told he said when it was going on, dude. We were watching the game. And he said this. He goes, you know what LeBron's doing on the ground right now? Resting.
His legs look tired. His legs look tired.
So he took a 5-minute rest on the ground and on the bench.
His previous shots were coming up short. Yeah. He was taking steps that seemed like he was stuttering at times. I just haven't seen LeBron ever really look weak or tired too often. And we might be getting to the end of his
no, dude, he's hurt. He's hurt.
He is hurt.
You can see that.
Okay.
Yeah, his ankle is twisted.
He was rubbing the quad all night, though. I mean, I know the ankle bone's connected to the knee bones, connected to the hip bone. I know these things add up, especially after the end of an NBA season for a guy who's touching 37. I think he's 37.
Man, he's up there,
36.
dude, and he's amazing. But you could see he was not explosive last night.
No, but let me tell you what you saw with the theatrics, whether it was buying himself some time.
Yes,
I'll tell you what. You're not going to find too many people that love basketball more than LeBron James.
Nope.
But one of them is Steph Curry. And I'll tell you why. Because Steph loves basketball and his family. That seems to be his two go-tos. That seems to be where he spends his time. LeBron James loves basketball. I'm sure he loves his family. Great role model. He also loves being an activist. He also loves getting into politics. And he loves Hollywood. So did you see that acting last night? It's perfectly LeBron, and it's something you'd never see from Curry.
No, man, no. He can milk it. He can milk it. He knows how to milk it. And he's been doing it, for a while now. And it was very advantageous to him. And then he came up, LeBron, dude, and hit that freaking 3-pointer, bro. And that was sick. It was. You got to give him props, dude.
He needed, you have to. Like I mentioned, he was coming up short on his shots. Little weak legs at the end there. Mm-hmm. He needed the adrenaline rush of beating the shot clock buzzer to get that distance. I think if that was a normal set shot for him with 14 left on the clock, it would have come up short. But
it
props
wasn't
to LeBron
normal.
For hitting an incredible shot. They'll move on.
One play before that, man, that people aren't talking about, man, that just came to mind, man, is the Warriors are down 3, man, 197, I think it was, something like that. A minute left, something like. And Jordan Poole was open in the corner. wide open three, and it just in and out. And
flashbacks of
I don't know what.
Harrison Barnes.
Oh, I don't even remember that guy. And so no, you're right. Harrison Barnes, correct. In the playoffs, same thing.
He was the open corner three guy.
Yes, and Poole, if he hits that, obviously that changes the game a huge amount. But I didn't like. Let's talk about the end of the game real quick since we're on this, dude. You know, they need three, and they get the ball back with 7 seconds left, and all this confusion, and they don't call a timeout till 2 seconds are left.
Yep.
And that, I'm like, what the hell is going on? You can see Kerr running down, trying to call timeout, but there's 5 seconds there that are critical. And I couldn't believe that they weren't calling timeout or running a quick play, man. It was unwarrior-like to me, dude, to waste that time.
It was. I just never thought I'd see it. I just thought they'd try to keep as much time on the clock as possible. Right. If you want to get overly clever, maybe you leave 4 seconds on it so you can get a pop shot out of somebody, but 2, that was just panic time, and it looked like it on the inbound.
Yeah, it did. And then Davis, cleared him out, man, pushed on. They allowed so much contact in this game, bro. Wow. It was ridiculous.
Warriors fans will say it went one way, right?
So. No. It went both, dude. I could be objective, dude. I watched the game. Anthony Davis was getting mugged in the first and second quarter, bro.
Yeah.
Mugged. And they just let him play. So it all comes around, dude. That's why I'm glad they don't replay everything, because it all comes around, dude. In any game, any competitor that has played any organized sport will tell you this. We don't need replay on every single inbound play and foul and all this garbage. It does come around. And so I think it was a decent game. It wasn't well played. There's a lot of turnovers. It was kind of ugly. There were some big shots. All in all, man, it was an entertaining game.
And it was another microcosm of why Stephen Curry should be MVP. We'll see if that happens, because if you remove Stephen Curry from this team, I mean, you see it when he leaves the floor. Yeah. There's no spacing. There's no creator. But when he's on, and I think he played over 40 minutes last night, when he's on, it changes things. And well, Friday night should be fun. At least we get more bonus
hey,
basketball.
man, that's what we get, another Warriors game, dude, okay? We get another Warriors game. This is for the marbles, though. You don't win.
They match up. I think they match up against Memphis well in their recent history. I think really well.
They should take care of Memphis. They should take care of them.
And then Utah would be looming large. But dude, I guess it's more fitting for this.
I'm not scared of anybody in the West.
More fitting for this type of Warriors team to be an 8 seed. We've seen that before. So we spent all year talking about this moment, about the Warriors maybe sneaking in and maybe causing some trouble.
Yes.
And it became more believable towards the end when Curry just went nuclear. I mean, that April.
Well, the Warriors, they figured out their rotation also.
That too.
And Curry, and without Curry, this does not happen.
Give me 5 more minutes of JTA last night, and I think it might have made a difference.
Yeah, that guy has really made himself a player. He's smart. And I have to say this just for myself, dude. I was bagging on him, dude, when they signed him. I'm like, Juan Toscano Anderson, dude. I'm like, what? Who? And dude, you know what, man? This guy has made himself a player. He got himself an NBA contract, and what a story, dude. Going to the Mexican League, the Australian League, Israel, I think he played, man. So JTA, dude, props. And we could have used a few more minutes, dude. And Mulder, dude, was pretty good last night, in a cameo role. Well, he did all right, man. And I like Looney too. I think the Warriors. I think what we saw last night, man, was more entertaining than you're going to see, I think, in like a Jazz series or a Phoenix series, man. I think in the West, any of these 1 through 8, dude, I think could go to the championship soon. Well, I really do.
Yeah, and let me just say, LeBron versus Curry has become classic NBA playoff theater. I think they said it was the 23rd matchup between the two. I think they met in the finals a couple times. Yeah, 23rd.
Dude, it's that run, man, of LeBron and against the Warriors, dude. With Irving and.
Let me say this: I don't think he's listening. He's not in the downstairs office right now. But Big Bruce last night. He said, the Warriors love being the underdog. They love this underdog mentality. I remember it from years ago. I said, that's funny you say that, because people complained up to their eyes for 5 years that they were the overwhelming favorite. So interesting to see them adopt this underdog mentality as quick as they did. But that's very much a part of 2020 being a lost season for this team. We didn't see
no doubt.
Did we see 6 games of Curry? So, anyways, Chooch, real quick.
Yes, what you got, man?
Got to give some Eastern Conference shine, man, because I've noticed some interesting matchups. You called it out in the Western Conference. I've seen some interesting matchups in the Eastern Conference. Heat versus the Bucks. That should be quite a matchup.
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler, Giannis.
Yep.
Celtics and Nets. Celtics aren't fully healthy, but I think they're well coached and they could give the Nets some fits. We'll see how that superstar trio does. But then I was shocked to see. I know one of these teams is back in the playoffs for the first time in a while. The Mecca of basketball, right? New York.
Yes, dude.
They say it's good when the Knicks are good for NBA basketball, just like it's good when the Raiders are good for football, just because it gives one fan base really stirred up and it gets all the people that hate them really stirred up. So Knicks versus the Atlanta Hawks.
What? The Hawks?
The Hawks.
They still play basketball professionally?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
They got the same record, 41-31.
Well, man.
5-11 at home. And that Julius Randle guy looks like he's here to stay. And I don't mean to give him a slight.
Man, it changed for the Knicks finally when they got serious about their coaching hire. That's it.
Yep.
Tom Thibodeau has been known for the league to freaking get guys in line, dude. And he's a defensive guy, man. But the Knicks, man, I'm happy to see them in the playoffs. I'll be watching that game, man.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, good for ball. Good for ball.
Yep.
Now, lots of basketball to play. See you Friday night.
See you Friday night is right, man. But hey, I'll tell you what, the East is going to be a beast. I mean, you got the Sixers, dude. I know they're way up there, man. You got the Pacers. I don't know much about the Pacers. I'll be honest with you, man. I don't know much about the Pacers, man, but I know the Sixers are good. And I just look at the coaching, okay? You just look at the coaching. Look at the job that Kerr has done here in Golden State, okay? With a depleted roster. He got it down to 8. And, guys like Oubre and Wiseman ended up being hurt just by attrition. And it just happened, and he figured it out and got the Warriors in the playoffs. That's what a good coach does, even without their best players, man. And that's what Doc Rivers has done in the past, and that's what Tom Thibodeau has done in the past. And we'll see how far this can take them, man. But you need the athletes, and they got those too. So it should be a pretty good series, man.
Doc Rivers is a good match in Philly. I was talking to some Philly guys just the other day about it. They've enjoyed his presence, his kind of calm, cool, collected. And I thought, you know what? He matches better in a town like Philly than he did Los Angeles.
Yep. No doubt. Hey, Shay, dude, we got you, bro. I've been watching that on I saw the Giants start on YouTube today. Only YouTube. Pretty interesting, man. Streamer. I turn it on, dude. It's 10-1. And I go, what? Because every Giants game seems to be 4-2, 3-1. 6-1. So 19-4 right now, man. And that's a great segue, dude, into
are they going to put a position player on the mound?
Yes. Are they going to put a position player on the mound and let him swing 3-0 at a 45-mile-per-hour eephus pitch? And would you have a problem with that?
First things first, that's impressive. I mean, even if you know it's coming, a little 47-mile-an-hour lollipop, and you turn it around at twice the speed it came. They said it was, and I know you're not too into the StatCast, Chooch, but just listen to these numbers. No. He hit it twice as hard as it came in. It went over 100 miles an hour over the fence.
Well, when you throw it 40, dude, I mean, come on.
No, but like the key to exit velocity is you're turning around something.
What was the exit velocity when I took a yard in wiffle ball, bro? What was that exit velocity?
Wiffle ball have a little more carry. I think they only got about 76 off the bat.
Yeah. Back, dog.
Yeah.
Gone.
So we were talking about this offline a little bit. I think mostly via text. Let me just lead off by saying Tony La Russa, the keeper of the sword, the keeper of the old book. With your young team that's very talented, maybe just decide to dust that old book off when it's a little more fitting, because I don't care what old rules there are. You put a position player on the mound, all the rules are out the window to me, because that rule used to say, don't show up my guy. Your guy should be a major league pitcher.
Okay, hey, man, you know what, dude? Okay, I can understand that. All right, I can understand that to a point. I'm trying to, man. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to, finagle this new way of thinking into my narrative and the way that I grew up and the way I played, when I played and stuff like this. But why can't? Let me ask you this: and any listeners that want to chime in, why can't La Russa say something about it without hurting someone's little feelings? Why can't he just say, you know what? I don't think that was cool, man. And you know what? I would have done. Why can't he say that without everyone getting their feelings hurt? He is the manager, dude. He's the manager. Okay. Whether you like it or not, he's the coach. And there's some statue at that still. And I think they're having a clash here, young against old school. But why can't La Russa say something like that? Why can't he say that? What's the problem with that?
Because he essentially put his own player under the bus, and for what? This old rule that doesn't really apply at that time. Like you want to get, you threw him under the bus, and I'm just forecasting this is going to lead to clubhouse tension at the least. And was it worth it, Coach? Was it worth it?
Well, that's interesting because do you continue to bow the knee to dude, to making sure the clubhouse chemistry is okay, even if you find stuff wrong, but you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You don't want to, you don't want to make sure that you say the right thing. And, because I got 25 egos that I have to massage. And after a while, I think in La Russa's case, too, he just got tired of massaging stuff. And, I think he's, as much as I thought that was the weirdest hire ever. The guy's been out of baseball for 20 years. Okay. Yeah. But where are the White Sox in the standings? Let me ask you.
They're in first place thanks to their talent.
Well, their talent and also his in-game management has never been something that people have. Now, is he a red ass dude? Can he get under your freaking skin? Hell yes. I don't like him as a person. But you know what? I had a bunch of coaches that I had growing up that I didn't like, but I learned something from them, dude. And that's what I think this generation is missing, dude. You don't have to be everybody's friend. You can learn things.
This is the same guy that got pulled over right after he got interviewed and said, "I'm a baseball person," to a cop. Okay. So I don't know if he's personally in touch.
No, dude, I get it, man. I told you I don't like him as a person. Yeah. Talking about La Russa, I was starting to think, I'm like, are you talking about me? Did I say that? But I don't remember. But I'm like, did I tell you a story that I shouldn't have told you? Anyways, it's pretty interesting, man. He was just, what Sammy P said here, man. He's just wrong. Hitting a home run is always okay. Game wasn't over yet. True. Very true. There's that way too. Yeah, you're only up by 20. I guess what's being wrong? What's being wrong up 21?
And one thing we talked about, Chooch, was the entertainment value. This is a sport that's struggling for entertainment because there's more strikeouts per game. I just read this.
Don't get me going.
More team
get me going.
Yes, because I'm gonna combine it all. More team strikeouts per game currently on pace, 9.1 or something. Teams are only getting 7.8 hits per team game. So you're more likely to see a game with a no-hitter, we'll get to that too, than a game that has 0 strikeouts. People, spoiler alert, you'll never watch a Major League Baseball again that has 0 strikeouts. I don't know if that's ever happened. So moving to it.
No doubt about it.
For a game that's having a complete identity crisis right now because everything ends up as a hit, a walk, or a strikeout. Not a lot of balls in play, not a lot of hit and runs, not a lot of stolen bases, not a lot of double plays, not a lot of triples in the alley. Man, do I miss it. Bases clearing triple, yes. maybe the most exciting play in the game. Of course, everyone loves the home run, but after I watch the ball not go into play 14 times in a row, the home run's like a golf clap.
You miss it because you went to the bathroom and went and got something to eat because you're bored.
If this sport needs entertainment, you mean Mercedes taking that pitch for ball 4 and taking his base? That's not entertaining. You mean Mercedes waiting till it's 3-2, then swinging and hitting a home run?
How entertaining was it to hit a home run off a guy throwing 45 miles an hour?
It was extremely impressive. The internet went wild over it. That's called entertainment.
Okay. All right. We have a different venue on entertainment. All right.
The sport needs entertainment.
I get it. Okay.
The Latin players are here to provide a spark.
Well, dude, no doubt about it. Well, I think that Astudillo, you saw his face, dude. The La Tortuga, the guy who threw the ephus.
One of my favorite guys.
He's absolutely one of my favorite guys.
The guy, crap. Watch what happens.
Yeah, dude. And he was like, all right, okay. Because, he didn't take it personally, So you can see, man, and the Latin players definitely bring something to the game that the game is needing, okay? Now, saying that, dude, what I also would like the Latin players to bring along with freaking Major League Baseball players, if they want to stay in the sport, is to make some freaking contact, dude. And these guys striking out at this prolific pace is going to continue until we start making fun of them and embarrassing them for something that they should be embarrassed about, which is striking out 4 times, 3 times in one game. Okay? It's embarrassing to see these guys not make any contact, to watch these guys not make any contact. And the sport is freaking declining because of it, dude. You know the Seattle Mariners, dude, the no-hit kings of 2021? If you want a no-hitter, you play the Mariners, dude. All right? They're batting 198 as a team.
Do you know the more shocking stat?
What?
They're one of 3 teams that have been no-hit twice this year.
Yes.
They got no-hit twice in the same 2-week period.
Yes.
It amounted to their 4th time being no hit in their last 170 games.
What do you attribute? Let's just get to it. What do you attribute the lack of contact to? What factors? And I'm not going to preempt this for you because I want to hear your answers, obviously. What do you attribute this decline in batting average to?
It's so many things, but they'll all roll right into each other. It starts with the pitchers are more athletic, gifted, stronger than ever. The Jacob deGroms, the Garrett Coles, the Shane Biebers, the way they throw the ball with the spin rate and everything, and just how the bullets. I mean, you watch Garrett Cole pitch, he damn near throws a rise ball, and it's going 100. That didn't exist 10, 20 years ago. It just didn't.
Spencer Turnbull threw a no-hitter. Go ahead.
Yeah, Spencer Turnbull's a talented pitcher. He was picked at the top of the 2nd round. I'm not that surprised by that. I know he's got a 7-25 career record, but that's more just thanks to figuring it out as a young guy on a bad team. Anyway, getting back, Major League Baseball, whether they want to deny it or not, they changed the ball a couple years ago. The evidence was indisputable. The ball started carrying out of the park at a record rate. Players took notice, started changing their launch angles, changing the path of their swing. So that's 2 things right there. The ball's carrying further. Let me hit the ball up in the air more. Hitting the ball up in the air more means your path is going to be less likely to hit the ball. Remember, I was taught as a kid, we all were swing down on the ball, swing a line drive. Well, that's not how you make money at the major league level. You need to hit home runs to be paid as a hitter. Get on base, hit home runs. So guys are working counts, getting deep in the count, therefore risking.
But they're not getting on base. But because
they're still ending up striking out a lot. But they are working the count. The Ronald Acuñas, the Juan Sotos, the Mike Trouts, even these guys do strike out over 100 times a season, even though they're clearly the best hitters out there. Because they do work the count.
Yeah, but they bat 300.
I got to finish this. They're tunneling pitches. The good batters tunnel for certain pitches. Mike Trout knows to lay off a down and away slider. He's going to work the count to 3-2 often. It's going to end up in a strikeout, a hit. It's going to end up somewhere, but it happens even to the best. So back to the ball. They changed the ball. It started soaring further because the laces were slightly more dense and maybe a millimeter taller. That made the ball more aerodynamic. This is something I'm seeing with my own eye over and over and over. Of course, Garrett Cole, Jacob deGrom can make the ball do wizard-like things. I am seeing B-plus pitchers moving the ball like Greg Maddux and Pedro Martinez these days, Chooch. I don't know the last time you laid eyes on Kendall Graveman, just a former average, serviceable 4.5 ERA starter from the A's. He had a sinker back in the day. It doesn't move like it does now. He's also throwing 96. Have you ever heard of something called trained velocity? That's what these pitchers are learning. Jacob deGrom entered the league throwing 93. His body's the same. He's throwing 102 now. So, I think Major League Baseball changed the ball, and I think not only is it carrying further, I think it's moving like it's never moved before.
Definitely. I agree that the pitchers are much better, okay? And they're being trained better, okay? I definitely agree with that. What I don't see is the hitters adjusting, okay? They have been taught. And I'm watching this, dude. I've gone to like 3 or 4 high school games around the area now, okay? I'm coaching in 14 to 16-year-olds. I'm seeing the same stuff in every game I go to. They're all going for bombs, dude. Everybody is swinging for the fence. Doesn't matter the count. Doesn't matter the situation. And that's where I think we are losing baseball players, okay? Because we are losing the ability to hit those triples in the gap, the doubles, the singles to the opposite field. And it's a very, very selfish way of saying, like you talked about, they don't, you have to hit home runs. But you got guys. I was just, dude, Rod Carew is on Twitter answering questions from people. Someone asked him, what do you see today in baseball? What's going on? He goes, guys are trying to hit home runs that can't hit home runs. And that is the truth. You got guys who need to hit 10 home runs a year so their agent can go into negotiations and freaking say, hey, my guy can play 3 different positions and hit 10 homers, give him a contract, all this kind of stuff. But he hit 198 and his on base was 254. He hit 10 bombs. So this is the problem that I see, is that hitters are not adjusting. It's not that they can't. These are the best hitters we have in baseball, okay? You watch the Juan Sotos, Acuñas, and everything. They adjust. If a guy's peppering the outside corner, they'll go to right or left, depending on if they're right or left-handed hitter, okay? Other guys can do this. They're just not doing it, Mark. They're just not doing it because they're stubborn and they're being told that they need to launch angle. They need to freaking hit your strength. Well, now the shift is moving everybody over to their strength, and they're still not adjusting. And baseball is adjustment. It's not freaking caveman ball. Hit far, get on base, take a walk. It's boring and it's wrong, dude.
That's where I'll completely agree with you. Beat the shift, batters. Beat the shift. Lefties, quit hitting it 18 feet past the second base usual spot into the shallow right and getting thrown out at first. I remember that used to be a bizarre thing to see. I remember like the Ryan Howards of the world getting that treatment, the Adam Dunns.
Only like 2 or 3 guys would get that.
Now it's damn near every lefty. It's like Matt Olson. Can you hit it to left field? Matt Olson. I don't think you can. So that I will completely agree with you. I really will, wholeheartedly.
I think it's a combination of that and the pitchers.
I'm going to use a guy who's breaking out right now, right in front of our eyes. We always knew he would. It was just a matter of time to get the timing down, to match the physical attributes and gifts with a little bit more research. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yes.
He was hitting the ball hard last year. Hard. I'm not sure what the number was, but his average launch angle was 21 degrees or whatever. He was hitting the ball hard.
Who gives a shit about launch angle, man?
Hold on. He was hitting the ball into the ground hard. He had more batted balls over 115 miles an hour than anyone last year, and he's doing it again this year. Difference is his launch angle's higher. He's hitting more home runs. He's hitting more line drives. And whether you want to say it's all in the math or it's all in the approach adjustment, that's fine. But the math matches the approach. He's hitting the ball in the air now, and that's a good thing to do in today's sport.
Okay, you know what? One guy, and this is the problem, dude. People are comparing themselves to Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who has way more talent than 80% of the guys in Major League Baseball.
But to unlock his breakout, he had to get the ball up more, which could be a timing thing. It could be a literal swing path change.
I don't agree with that at all, that he had to unlock his potential. He had to hit the ball up more. I don't agree with that at all.
Okay, then he was going to be a 15 home run guy hitting a lot of double plays.
Why is it that everyone is basing on this hard hit velocity? What the frick?
The best hitters in baseball hit the ball the hardest the most often. It's that simple.
Dude, it's no shit. Okay, you're not telling me anything that I've never. Dude, the guy hit the ball hard. He hits the ball hard every time up.
Yeah, can see it. You don't need the numbers.
But the point is, you don't need to quantify it to know the guy is a good hitter. Yeah, the best hitters in baseball also hit the ball the farthest and the hardest. Well, no freaking, you know what, dude?
And the most often.
Well, okay. So why are we quantifying this if we already know this?
Because I'm trying to point out to you in the cleanest example. Vladimir Guerrero was a league leader in barreling the ball and hitting the ball hard last year, but he was hitting it down. That's not the only metric on why Vladimir Guerrero is getting better. It's because he had a year in the league. There's timing, there's research. He's had 2. There's timing, there's research, there's all those things. There's becoming a man, there's losing weight, all those things. All that, but it's all resulted in him getting the ball up.
Dude, whatever, man. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yes, he's hitting the ball higher. He's hitting the ball at a better angle. That's great, dude. Okay. That's fine. Okay. I'd love to see his stats, how many singles he has, doubles, triples, this kind of stuff. All right. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., you cannot compare yourself to. A Major League Baseball cannot compare himself to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. because he is way more talented than 80% of the MLB. You have to do what your strength is, and that's why Major League Baseball has an average of 230 or probably less now, 228 across baseball, is because everyone's doing the same thing. It's like sheep, dude. It's like sheep. If you're in the world and you're doing what everyone else is doing, and you wonder, hey man, how come I'm not freaking getting ahead? You know why you're not getting ahead? It's because you're doing what everyone else is doing. Okay, you have to do something different. You have to play to your strengths.
Let's put it like this. What was the year of the pitcher that they lowered the mound? 68? 62? You remember this.
Bob Gibson.
Bob Gibson was responsible for the mound being lowered. 61. Correct. Okay.
Yes.
So we're all of a sudden we're back.
McBride?
The year of the pitcher.
68?
Okay.
68. Sorry.
There it is. Well, so anyways, getting to it. We're kind of back in that era where the pitchers are having the advantage overall for whatever reason.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So
yes.
So do we as baseball fans, would you take, like, gun to your head right now, instant decision? Would you rather take late 90s steroid baseball or this right now?
Dude, steroid baseball.
Yeah?
Yes.
You want half the league hitting 60 homers?
I want entertainment. I mean, but that's a loaded question, dude. That's not a great question because, and I love you, bro, but that's not, now, okay, loaded gun to my head, steroids or this, okay. Now, I understand why you asked me that question, but I wouldn't want either, really. But you asked me, if I want this or that. It's entertainment, dude, okay? Baseball is entertainment, all right? And what's happening is that baseball is not entertaining
you say that
right now because there's no stolen bases, as many as there could be. There's not as many doubles, triples, bunts against the shift, against this hit and run, this kind of thing to keep people interested. And I know from what is going on in society and the eras behind me, dude, if you don't keep people's interested, man, they're off and running, dude. They're gone. They're like, oh, nothing's happening. Strikeouts, walks. I'm going to go take off around the stadium. I'm going to click the channel. I'm gone, dude. I'm going to go on a different stream on my phone. I'm going to go, I'm going to go on DraftKings and freaking bet on the next pitch because I'm bored. Okay. So the point is that you need to keep people's attention, and baseball's just not doing it right now, man. The guys are not adjusting, and it's hurting the game, man. That's pretty much what's going on.
Again, I've just never seen pitching like this before. I mean, it's never been harder to hit.
They are fantastic at figuring out what people's weaknesses are, but everyone's always adjusted to each other, okay? Over the years in baseball. You have to adjust back.
Here's a question for you, Chad. Talking about action in the field. What number is bigger right now? The league leader in home runs or the league leader in stolen bases?
Probably stolen bases. What? Really? What's the league leader in stolen bases?
The league leader in stolen bases has 12. His name's Whit Merrifield, solid player on the Royals.
Yeah.
The next closest behind him has 8.
Wow.
Compared to over 20 major leaguers have 10+ homers, the league leader, maybe you've heard of him, Shohei Ohtani, has 14.
Dude, let's talk about Shohei Ohtani, shall we?
I was hoping we'd get there.
I hope, and I'm glad you brought him up, man, because this guy is – I'm going to go to my first baseball game at Memorial Day this year because of Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, right? Monday at the Coliseum.
No, Monday in San Francisco, okay? Because they're playing the Angels. The Angels are coming into San Francisco.
My fault.
So, anyways, Ohtani is throwing – shutouts, throwing 100 miles an hour, pitching in the major leagues at an elite level, and also hitting bombs. And stealing bases and playing the outfield. This is modern day Babe Ruth stuff, dude. We've heard about Babe Ruth. We see little clips, him hitting bombs and run around the bases really fast.
Choppy.
Yeah, right. There's a little footsteps. Okay.
I can see it so well.
We have never seen anyone like this in baseball since.
Thank you.
Nobody, dude. And he is worth every ounce of going to a game to check this out.
I'm glad he's got a manager in Joe Madden that's actually unleashing him.
Yes.
He had an average start for his standards yesterday, like 4.4 1/3, 7 Ks. He didn't have his best stuff, but that's okay. He's been hitting homers the last 5 days since he pitched. So they put him out in the right field, to finish the game. They're a little short-handed in the outfield, but he kept his bat in the game, and it's just I've never seen anything like it. And I got to ask you this.
Yeah.
With your most, I don't even know the word. Being as honest as possible with yourself, what do you think Babe Ruth threw in terms of MPHs?
I think for his era, he was above everyone else. I don't know what it was.
Do you think that number would have been like 84?
Yeah, probably 85 or 90 max, I think.
Just those old school windups, man. Hey, welcome to the ballpark. Here we got Jack Dempsey on the hill, and blah, 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 and he throws the ball and strike one.
Jack Dempsey, dude, was a boxer, bro.
Whatever. I just used a random 2 names. Just plug it in. Cedric Mullins. There you go. Is that a
random
person? How about?
Hey, well, I agree with you, dude. And what's interesting about that, but you know why? Baseball back then, it was a lot different, obviously. But you know why baseball was started, man? Invented. It's baseball. Yeah. So you go base to base to base. And baseball started when it started, man, they didn't used to try to strike people out.
Well, do you know what they used to throw? I'll tell you what they didn't used to throw. Sliders, cutters, splitters.
Yes, definitely. Oh,
I don't even think they figured out a 2-seamer back then.
No, they don't. No. And the guys in like the Negro leagues and stuff like this, dude. I know like Satchel Paige, man, has some documentaries. You go back and he can manipulate a ball. He had a hand the size of your head, dude. Seriously, that's a pretty big hand. Yeah. And so,
how'd I let that one go by? Mine can't match my own head.
Mine. Hey, man. Hey, we got same pops, dude. So we got big heads, dude. Okay, end of story.
All right, for his hats.
Anyways, hats are not my friend. So long story short, dude, is that baseball, man, has evolved to this point, and that's why you cannot compare eras, dude. Can't do it. Babe Ruth probably threw 85, and he was an excellent pitcher back then. All right, they didn't have cutters, sinkers, sliders, and would he have hit? Would he hit? No, but that wasn't the era. Now you see guys like Ohtani doing what they're doing. And one of my favorite hitters to watch, man, Juan Soto, is just a maniac in the box. Dude, these guys are incredible because of the stuff they have to hit against. And I can't agree with you more, dude. The pitchers are really good now. They are.
Well,
they're a little
wild. About everyone's bullpen having at least one guy that throws 100. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Chad.
This is how you have to adjust. And this is where Major League Baseball players have to take the ball and adjust. They have to make contact.
When Aroldis Chapman showed up in the league, I want to say 7 or 8 years ago, he had the stature and he had the windup, the violent coil, and that guy looks like a human rubber band. Okay,
yes.
He looks like he throws 100. When he showed up in the league, I believe he became the first regular arm that threw 100 every pitch. I feel like I could count more than 10 fingers.
Yes.
There's at least 20 of them now, and it's only been 7 or 8 years.
Well, like you said, man,
I feel like the ball is partially responsible.
Well, the ball is probably partially responsible, but it's all these, these efficiency experts, kind of like Driveline Baseball and all these analytic guys do. They're really good at numbers. They're just not good at personality and chemistry and understanding what those numbers actually mean. They're good at putting them together. It's like accountants. All right. My accountant, I love him for what he does. All right. But I'm not going to go freaking ask my accountant on how to do, how to go hit a baseball, man. I'm not going to ask my accountant what I should do with my swing. Okay. And that's what's happening, I think, in baseball, man. And we can harp on it all we want, dude. But I think that, when it comes down to it, man, they have to adjust. They have to adjust back.
All right. You've said that. Let me give you a player example. Two of them, really good ones. Trevor Bauer, he just won the Cy Young last year. He's a guy who really emphasizes the spin rate.
Yes.
It's as if he's been playing with this ball for 10 years now. He's been in the league 10 years, started in Arizona 2011, got shipped to Cleveland for being a head case. Anyways, he was just a young, immature guy at the time. He He is passionate about manipulating the ball, spin rates, this, that, and all that. And all of a sudden, Trevor Bauer went from a guy, his career ERA is still almost 4. Mm-hmm. Here's Trevor Bauer's ERA by season. 6, 5.5, 4.18, 4.55, 4.26, 4.19, 2.21, 1.73. Somebody's figured something out.
Yes.
Moving on to another guy who preaches, one of his former UCLA teammates. You know who I'm glad to go to. This guy's game has gone. He was good. And then he went, right? Okay. Do you know his UCLA teammate? There you go. Here's Garrett Cole's strikeouts per 9 per season. 7.7, 9.0, 8.7, 7.6, 8.7. Good, right? 12.4, 13.8, 13.3.
He has figured something out, and the hitters swing for the fences every time, and that's why you see 17 strikeouts in one game.
And last thing I'll say, 5 years ago, neither Jacob deGrom nor Garrett Cole threw 100 miles an hour. Now they almost average it. I'm telling you, the ball.
Okay. Well, and let's look at the 3 general factors we've come to, right? Between us, the MisippBros, put our heads together. You got yourself something, folks. All right. You got pitchers are better. You got the ball, and you got hitters swinging for the fences.
The approach.
You put approach. You put those 3 things together, and you got teams batting 198 on May 20th.
Physical evolution, physical equipment, mental approach,
and the stubbornness of not changing your approach. Okay, that's like going through life, dude, and just doing the same thing over and over and being mad when things change.
Yeah. Let me just say, last thing on unhittable pitches. I feel so bad for the handful of pitchers that won't throw a no-hitter this season.
That's the freaking quote of the day right there, folks. You know, man.
Talk about the novelty is gone.
Oh,
back-to-back days, 4 times in a month.
Wait a minute. What time is it, dude? Did MLB start to see the Giants played? Okay, so
when you get those alerts that say 7th inning, no hitter through 7, you almost already know. I don't even turn on the TV anymore.
Yeah, and that's a symptom of what we just talked about, dude. And these guys are just not. And it's also fact, dude. The fact is that they're not getting coached well in the amateurs. I watch this everywhere I go. I watch college ball. I watch freaking international ball, high school ball. The coaching is atrocious. It's atrocious, man. They're all minions. They teach the same thing. They're all teaching kids to look at a wristband in high school. What pitch you're going to throw? I don't know. How about this? Have your own freaking mind, dude, and throw, hey, this guy just swung at my slider. He didn't look good. Maybe I'll throw it again. I don't know. So, long story short, dude, I love the fact that we're talking about this because it's bugging the hell out of me because it's the game I love the most, and I'm watching it. I'm watching it get hurt right now. It's wounded. It's wounded. Doesn't want to get up off the mat.
I think it's going to be more of the same for the next couple of years while hitters now try to catch up to pitchers the way pitchers used to try to catch up to hitters.
Yeah. I'm seeing more. I'm actually coaching more guys now to become contact hitters and to be pitchers as opposed to throwers. Okay.
You know who's a great hitter? Buster Posey.
Yes, he is.
What a comeback season.
Wow.
Dude. If the comeback player of the year wasn't already sealed, and I mean sealed, in like put it in porcelain, put it in whatever Han Solo was trapped in the Star Wars film.
What was that stuff?
Some people are going to kill me for not knowing that.
What was that
Someone
stuff?
help me out in the comments if you can.
Dude, what was that, man?
Something Nonium, I don't know.
I'd like to put some people that have been in my life in that.
Yeah, exactly. So Trey Mancini coming back from, I believe it was colon cancer.
Ooh, man, I know.
I think he had just 6 RBIs yesterday. So just the fact he's even playing, no different than Alex Smith, just simply suiting up. I think it's his award and no one else's. And Buster Posey, you're just gonna have to finish second. But he's making that preseason prediction look pretty good in terms of the home runs.
Dude, the actual and Carbonite, dude. Shea Kerrigan comes.
I knew it'd be him. Thank goodness Shea was still on.
Boy, yes.
I said something anti him.
Thanks for hanging in there. We're coming on the 50-minute mark, so we know we got to wrap this up. But dude, the comeback story.
This is where my mind was. Adamantium. Adamantium.
Dude. I love it, dude. Get after it. Hey, dude. But the ultimate comeback story, man, and let's just mention real quick, dude, is happening in AAA Sacramento, dude. Drew Robinson, dude, is unbelievable, man. Tried to take his own life at a horrible time in his life, comes back and is playing minor league baseball, hit a home run the other day, and is actually a regular now in the AAA Sacramento River Cats outfield, man. That is phenomenal, dude. That's comeback minor league player of the year, hands down. He's comeback baseball player of the year for the world.
His story will transcend the sport, surely, and it already has.
Yes, it does, man. But yes, on Major League Baseball, Buster is freaking. I love watching him hit, dude, just for the professionalism. And Trey Mancini, I couldn't agree with you more, dude. What else you got for us, man? Before we unhook this sucker, man.
Well, I just want to know your future adventures, your future travels, and then one more thing.
Okay, man. My future adventures, dude. I'll be in the Bay, dude. Looks like for the month of June as well, until my fiance can get here, man. They open up those borders out of Chile, man, and we'll be off and running, dude. But until that happens, dude, I'll be coaching, hanging here, hopefully hanging with my bro soon, man. We haven't made that happen as much as we wanted to, and I just thought I'd throw that in there live. Also, man, I'm gonna go up to Yosemite, dude, probably in the next couple weeks. Get a couple days up there, man. Yeah, that's it. That's what it's looking like, man. Mm-hmm.
Take me with you. We should stop in the smiling town of Mariposa, one of my favorite under the radar little towns.
Yes,
in Northern
California.
It's
a great town. It's a great town, dude.
Home really of no exaggeration, home of the best baked potato I'll ever eat.
Oh, I'd like to jump on one of those baked potatoes, dude.
One of those things.
Don't make that a meme. Whoever's out there, don't make that a meme.
Something you eat and you just gotta either shake the chef's hand or wonder what the hell he did to this. So anyway, it was that cool.
Right on, man. What about yourself, dude? What's little bro doing, man? What you up to?
One of my newest, greatest hobbies, very friendly, COVID-friendly sport. I've told you a little bit about disc golf on the show.
Yes.
This is a little bit different, a little special. Heading to what's been hailed as the original home of disc golf, one of the legendary courses, if there is one. Think of the Masters in ball golf. I have to say that, right? Ball golf, PGA golf. Think of the Masters, Augusta.
Okay, hey man, it's your world. We're just living in it, dude.
Think of Pebble Beach. Those are the type of courses that this equates to for disc golf. Because all the way back in 1983, in the Santa Cruz Mountains, De La Viega Disc Golf Course was born. It's home to some of the premier tournaments in the sport, disc golfing. Yes, it's a sport. It is a sport. The object moves. Shoot. You have to throw it yourself. Anyway, we'll debate that another time. I like the sport. I'm enjoying it because I get to hook up with friends frequently. It feels like I'm just hiking through the woods, but I'm playing a game as I go.
That is cool.
At the very least, just strap a backpack on me and let's go explore.
There you go, man.
Oh, there's a target. Throw it, go get it. So Saturday will be full of little disc golfing and some downtown San Jose dinner and cocktails on the way back home Sunday before I make another busy week and a half. And then I'll be on my way to Aloha Town.
Dude,
heading to Maui.
Yes, dude. I love it, man. Get out there, man. And I love that you're doing what you're doing, man. And yeah, man. I'm gonna head up to Stinson on Saturday, dude. I just remembered, man. So it's just about, man, about getting out, going and seeing new things, and exploring this freaking vast world, dude. I'm telling you, man. I've been a lot of places, and I still got a lot more to go to. But man, Bay Area is chock full of so many things to do. And get out in the mountains, dude. I love that you're gonna go freaking play disc golf, dude, and hike around a little bit, dude. 2-3 hours out there, dude. Good stuff.
Well, this is a 27 holer. It might take 4 hours, but I'll tell you where I'll leave my disc golf gear. I'll leave it here when I go to Hawaii. You might think disc golf in paradise would be nice, and it would be, but island wind, lots of it.
Dude, don't take
good for the sport. No.
And
I wouldn't.
No, play pineapple golf, dude.
No, of course.
Pineapple golf or coconut golf, or you can roll coconut, dude.
Coconut golf.
Climb palm tree, knock down coconut, open coconut, drink coconut. That's good.
We've shared this thought before, and I'm somehow going to combine a baked potato story and a coconut. You ready? Because
Hurry up. We're coming up on an hour.
Those are two things. Could you imagine being the first human to lay eyes on a potato or a coconut?
Dude, you're getting weird, man. Come on,
be like, there's something in there in the form of nutrition. Be like, what do you mean, that dusty rock, or do you mean that furry rock? There's nothing in there.
How many people ate rocks, dude?
The baked potato, or it seemed like it wasn't baked at the time, but just the potato. Think of how much it's yielded us. Thank you, first human who ever was bold enough to cut open that dusty rock and fry it. Thank you, or boil it into the time. Thank you, and thank you, Islander, who worked on a fuzzy rock with another rock and a sharp tool and discovered sweet, savory coconut milk and water.
Hey, dude, you know what? When you have to do something, that's when stuff happens, dude. And that's a great metaphor for life. All right, my man. I think we're.
One last thing. You know, the listeners want to know what in the heck's going on with cryptocurrency. A lot.
Oh, hell yes, dude. Hey, man, what you saw in the last few days, dude, is a normal drawdown for a huge bull market. That's all I got to tell you, man. Mass adoption is here. It's coming. They're scared of it. They're going to crush it a couple times, but it's going like this. It's like your launch angle, okay, man? It's going to continue to do Vladimir Guerrero's launch angle. And so don't cry over this. Is not an asset class. Do not compare it to anything. It's brand new. And don't sell your Bitcoin, dude, because how pissed would you have been to sell Amazon back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s? Huh? How bad would you have been mad at yourself? So just hang in there. This is normal. Enjoy your weekend.
Of course, right? I almost forgot the shirt I was wearing, by the way. Favorite restaurant on the island of Maui.
Oh, yeah. Star Noodle, dude.
Yes. Good. Our boy Guy Fieri. He's been there. That's not where I found the show. Or excuse me, that's not where I found the restaurant. I was shown to it by a friend. Ate there for the first time, 2015. Was none the wiser 2 years later when Guy Fieri's at the restaurant. And it was just kind of cool. Be like, I've eaten there. And since then, it's become quite the popular restaurant there. I had to make reservations 2 weeks in advance, and thank goodness I did.
Right on, man. Well, I heard it was great, dude. It was closed when I was there. I drove by it.
They were relocating. They got a new spot in Lahaina on the famed Front Street.
The famed Front Street. All right. Hey, dude, this has been fantastic, dude. All right, man. And the Dove dropped the ball, but they got a game on Friday, dude. I'll be watching. I'm sure everyone here will be watching, dude. And we'll talk about it then, man. It's good to be back on with you on the MisippBros, bro.
What do you think about the Warriors wearing those Oakland jerseys?
I hated it.
Like they're trying to force the energy that they left behind.
Yeah. It's you're not in Oakland. And they never wore Oakland when they were in Oakland.
In Oakland, yeah.
Right. And so it's all marketing, bro. It's all it's fake. I mean, they have the whole Bay now. They do, because there's no one, you know, and we didn't even talk about the A's, but we don't need to because everyone's tired of it.
Let's talk about it in July. And I've been waiting 20 years of my life for whatever this is amounted to, which is next to nothing.
Which is next to nothing, man. So yeah, I did not care for the Oakland jerseys, dude, and they rightfully lost in them. So hopefully they ditch them. All right.
Wash that loss off.
All right, my man. Hey, I love you, man. Thanks everyone for showing up, man. Sam P, Shay Kerrigan, Brian.
Good crowd.
Focus. Michelle. Nice, dude. And if I missed anyone, my bad, dude. I can't scroll on the comments and do two things at the same time, as my brother knows. But I did get this stream set up today, so I'm pretty cool there, man.
Boom, all right, baby.
Boom, baby, boom. All right, man. Hey, all you producers out there, aspiring producers that want to get paid a little scratch, dude, contact me or Mark, dude, because we are ready. All right? We love you. All right, man. What do you got for us on the way out, dude?
Giants score 19 runs on 16 hits. I wonder how they did that. There must have been some walks and home runs mixed in there.
Wow, an actual game, man. They scored 19 runs and 16 hits, man. Wow.
Conversely, the Rays scored 10 on 18 hits. Both these games just wrapped up.
Hey, man. Hits. Maybe they are taking us to heart, dude, and tired of striking out, huh? Maybe they're getting tired of that a little bit.
And today's Rays pitcher, Rich Hill, affectionately known by Pitching Ninjas Rob Friedman as Dick Mountain.
All right, folks, that's enough for us, man. We're coming up on an hour. We will not go over an hour, man. You got Mark to my right. You got Chooch Chad here, right here with you. We are the MisippBros, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. We enjoy having you. Let's talk again later. Down the road, MisippBros coming to you live from Northern California. We are out.
Adios.